And welcome back to another episode of Wednesdays with Warren. You know him, the Hall of Famer, Warren Sapp, and it's your man, Uncle Neely from the Pregame Show. Sapp Daddy, what's going on, brother?
I am good, baby. I'm throwing out for my first half win of spring game. So that was not nice, boy. That was not nice to wake up, get to the office at 8:30 in the morning. It's snowing. Oh, my goodness.
Well, now, one thing about Colorado weather, Sapp, it's going to change. Like, it'll go from 20 degrees to 6 degrees in a couple hours.
Oh, no, I was there for a whole month. I experienced it. It was 60. It was 70 the day before, and it was 65 the day after. Trust me, I was right there. I'm like, are you kidding me? The one day we got to go out and go put the young men on display. It wants to snow, but they went out and did a good job for us. They went out and did work, so I was pleased with. I was proud of them the way they worked.
Now let's talk about that, man. What was your takeaways not only from the spring game but spring preparation, spring practice itself? Your first one immersed in truly coaching there in Colorado.
Well, the thing about it is, I told a young man, I just need this from you, and then we do this every day. So if we keep stacking this, just that much of improvement, then in 30 days, I got something that we can stand on in the fall. And I think we did that every day that we went out. We got a little better. That's all I asked him to just get a little better. You know, because Rome wasn't built in a day. We still toe down in 20 minutes. So,
man, you have been a part of some historic teams. You're not only high level talented individually. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer, baby. But you have been a part of some teams, man, that been blessed with tremendous talent all across the board. Whether it's from a playing standpoint or a coaching standpoint, drill down for us like what it takes to get talent to work together. Because just because you're individually talented don't mean you're going to be a good team.
Oh, no doubt about it. The one thing about talent, that's on paper. Talent just tells you what you have and what you have to work with. Now, what do you do with that talent? Like I tell my young men every day, a lot of people know what to do, but very few people do what they know. So that's the one thing that you have to be able to do. Do you know what your responsibility is? Do you know your SAA? Because that's what sits on top of my board every day. And I tell them, I say, look at the board. SAA, stance, alignment, assignment. You have to know where you're aligned in the defense, your assignment, and now let's go. Let's go. I'm not asking something that's physically impossible. I'm not asking something that is hard. You do love the game. You are listening to D. Lou and myself and Dancy go over it on that board. And then you are writing it down in your notebook, and then you're reading it as you're writing it. And, each one of them learn a little differently. So that's the challenge right there, to get them to learn what we're asking them to do, then they go out and execute. You got to take it from the blackboard to the practice field to Folsom Stadium to Nebraska in week 2. You understand what I'm saying? That's the process we're going with, and I think they're doing a good job of picking it up. It's just, they're young men, and young men do crazy shit sometimes.
Hey, we all been there.
And that's what we tried to get them to direct that ship in the correct way. So that's what we're here for. But it's a challenge, and it's an absolute blessing and a privilege to do it, and I can't wait to get more.
One thing you touched on there, Sapp Daddy, was that they learn differently. What's the nuances, from player to coaching that you've picked up on, how I have to coach this guy versus coaching that guy?
I'm a father first. I've always said that, and I'll keep saying that. My 6 kids ain't none of them the same, except their last name. That's the uniqueness of being around young people. Yeah. You have to be able to adapt and adjust. And luckily for me, I'm a father first. That I want to hear what your aspirations and your issue is first. And now let me see if I can address it. Because I don't have all the answers, but I got more than Google. I promise you that.
Yeah, hey, I ain't seen Google with a gold jacket.
Well, I ain't seen Google with nothing except Wikipedia the first day they throw it to you. The last time I checked, we're on a college campus. You can't use that. So, find a new source.
Wikipedia is not a reliable source. It's a good
you
place.
Can't touch that. You can't touch that. You can't touch that on a college campus. No, that's just for the bar and the barber shop. That's all that's for.
It might not last long to get you far in the barbershop either.
No, they're gonna get you far, but I mean that's where you want to go. But that's what you have an audience for it there, maybe.
It's been often said, man, that character is what you do when nobody's looking. And we're at this phase in college football, Colorado training, where the players are off to themselves right now. We come back around Memorial Day for some strength and conditioning, but for the next couple of weeks, guys are on their own. What are you expecting from those guys when they're out there back home that they should be working on?
Their craft, their will, and their skill, because now it's getting warm. It's getting uncomfortable in nice places in the South where we're from. Now it's about, do you want to go out there when nobody's watching, like you said, and now it's on you, because that's what it's about to be a young man. When you're a young man, there's certain responsibilities, there's certain sacrifices you need to make to retire your mother, to take care of moms and take care of dad, take care of the little brother, take care of whatever situation it is. Now is the time you make that commitment. Now is the time you make that sacrifice, because everybody likes to go to the beach. Everybody likes to get on the boat on Saturday. It's boats and hoes. You know how it is. It's a beautiful thing. You old enough to drink, you might partake in a little, frosty beverage or two, or whatever this may be. But when Monday roll around, it's work. That's what I've always told them. No, enjoy your weekend. Hang out with the Isles. But when that Monday comes, you're going to soar with them Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send I'm sending a text message on Monday after Mother's Day. I gotta go see my mother, so I give you Mother's Day off. You can have Mother's Day off. It's a beautiful time. Any man that don't love his mom, I don't want him nowhere near me, because you are something that I don't even want. I don't even want to know how they got to that.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about
it. Yeah. Hey, I was right with you on boats and hoes. Who don't love boats and hoes?
What? Saturday for the boys. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, come on.
Hey, one of the greatest songs in history. Shout out to Will Ferrell, boats and hoes.
Will Ferrell, give him a salute.
Well, Sap, now that you've been in this thing, you immersed in it, man. Like, it's come at you fast. You've been managing, dealing with it, coaching at a high level. What have you learned about Sap the coach? Here we are in late May that you didn't know about Sap the coach in early March.
That he would be able to accept being called coach. Because I've worked with young men, professionals before this, and I went to a bunch of football camps and, worked with some high school kids and did some special things, just sharing the knowledge, because I've always said I couldn't die with this. And one thing, if anybody called me coach, I'd be like, no, it's either Warren, Carlos, or Sap. Pick one. Because as a black man, as a black kid growing up, there's no Warrens in the world. I'm looking at the credits on the TV show to see if anybody named Warren. I still couldn't find one. So, except in the water fountain in school, it would say Warren, Ohio. I'm like, that's a city though. That don't count. I'm talking about somebody's name that's walking around. Yeah. And then Warren Moon showed up. I'm like, oh, Warren Moon.
That's two.
That's all I had. So my mom always called me Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos. So all my friends call me Carlos. So I get to college and I'm going to play as a freshman. I'm not starting. So I'm in late in the game. We in Iowa, our first game after Hurricane Andrew. I make me a tackle and they say, Warren, Sapp on the tackle. So I get home, I call my homeboy. I'm like, I know you saw your boy with his first tackle. They're like, no, we saw somebody named Warren Sapp make a tackle. We ain't see Carlos. I'm like, y'all stupid. I'm like, what's wrong with you? They was like, oh, that's right. That is your real name. I'm like, no, we went to school together. It's like we wasn't never in class together. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You was on the other side over there, the short bus classes. you never heard him call me Warren before? You stupid. He's like, no, I never heard Warren. We always said Carlos. So I said, Warren, Carlos, or Sapp. Pick one. Not coach. That is not me. But
I feel. Look, when you grow up and your first name is Chris, it's 50 Chris's in the class. And then when you grow up and your middle name is Daryl, it's 20 Daryls in the class, but it never one but one Neely in the class. So that's why everybody just called me Neely.
Hey, and you had your name on the back of your jersey. Everybody normally called me Sapp because my name was on the back of my jersey. It's easier that way. So,
but at the crib it was Carlos.
Oh boy, at my mama's house was Carlos. I messed around and hit the iPhone and put share my name on hers. Yeah. I almost couldn't find you. I was looking ahead and said Warren. I don't know no Warren. So I gotta go to my mama's house and fix her contact on my phone. I gotta go put Carlos back in there because she don't.
Man, you mentioned that collegiate experience, that first game down there. You're gonna be coaching some guys. It's gonna be their first game. Like, how do you call on what you did at the U going in as a freshman and making an impact and the kind of impact of these that you're looking to push and get out of these guys?
This has nothing to do with me. That's the one thing I've been able to exercise and take out with me. This is not about me. I express to my young men all the time. I got a full statue in Tampa. I got a bust in Ohio, and my name sits in 3 NFL stadiums. Any day they open them up, they're up there. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about you to paint with bold strokes because you about to paint a Picasso. We just ain't seen it yet, young man. Paint a Picasso. I mean, an absolute masterpiece. Because I promise you, the good Lord helps those who help themselves. And if you're helping yourself, I'm meeting you more than halfway. I promise you this. I promise you this. So my knowledge and what I have is all you. I'm at your disposal. Please ask me anything, anytime you want to work. Let's go. Let's go. I'm set. Trust me, Neely, I'm set, baby. I just want these young men to experience the joy that I had of shaking a pair of keys in front of your mama and say, "This is your house, mama."
Mm.
I, I don't know no greater feeling. And I gotta share something with you, because my mom's a nut. So I get to the league and everything gets situated. So I'm, getting ready to go over to, get her situated, get her a house, get her a car. My mom say to me, "Well, I ain't never had a car, ain't nobody farted in before." So since 1995, every car I've ever bought her has to have the plastic still on the seat.
Yeah.
She takes do you take the plastic off for her and now hand her the keys?
Yeah.
Do not bring no car nowhere near my mama that have that plastic on that seat. I promise you, do not do it.
Because the first part gonna be mine.
Hey man, I didn't ask for an explanation. I just got the message. She said that to me. I said, "Got you, mama. Got
you." I got to take that one with me. I got to take that one with me.
Right? That's what I said. That's what I said. I said, almost 30 years ago, I said, "You really just say that to me?"
Yeah. But it's
because the car I spent her from college, I had driven before because it was the SGS Polo Green, North Star. When they first came out with that North Star, so that was home because I called home and he had a 78 LTD photo. You know the LTD, a banana yellow too, baby. And she had to go crank it up and let it warm up. So, to get a little cold in Central Florida, you got to warm the car up. So she was on the phone coughing. I'm like, "Man, you sick?" She's like, "Boy, I gotta crank that old raggedy car of mine up and let it warm up." Boy, I sent an STS home the next day. What? And that's when she said it to me. "Well, I ain't never had no car nobody farted in, but I think somebody done farted in that when you and your brother riding it." I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "Okay, I got it now." So I took her to the Mercedes-Benz dealership and got her first Benz, and then drove her to the house and handed her keys. So that's what I'm trying to do for a young man, because I don't know a greater accomplishment you can have in your life than to hand your mother a home.
Got to be up there, baby. That's got to be up there.
Yeah.
Sap Daddy, man, this has been another great talk for Warren on Wednesdays, man. Wednesdays with Warren. We're going to keep doing this week after week.
You know what? I'm going to tell the people all that. You know why we call it Wednesday with Warren? Because it's all downhill from here, baby. You on your way to the weekend. Get it done.
They call it hump day when you
got on that hump, man. There you go. Now it's all downhill to the weekend. Get it.
And speaking of getting on that hump, I see them fishing poles behind you.
Listen, I'm going to get me some peacocks. I'm going to send you some videos. Don't worry. I got you. I'm back in Florida. I'm throwing out them in my element. I'm going to do some special things. You know what I'm saying? I went out the Everglades, looked for pythons the other day. I ain't find one. It was still a little cool. We got to get it above like 85 degrees at night. Yeah. They're out everywhere.
Hey, everybody in the comments are talking about you catching them snakes with your hand.
Listen, you don't want to shoot it. I mean, come on, man, that's not an easy shot.
I don't want to do nothing with it. Catch it,
Yeah, you
shoot.
do. You want a
I
belt,
want to
don't
be.
you? You want a belt. Your belt match that nice Colorado camo you got right there, baby.
Well, I ain't got to be out there grabbing to get a Python belt. Now somebody else can do that.
There you go. I get you one. You just tell me what size it is. I got you.
My man.
I got you. I got you. Because I don't think you want no hey dudes, do you?
I want a belt. Ain't nobody party wearing.
I got you. I got you.
All right, brother. We catch you next week.
All right, baby. We'll see y'all next week. WW Wednesday with Warren. Ooh.